This episode is brought to you by Accenture. When your advertising operations fall out of sync, everything else follows. Spotify and Accenture are working together to reinvent the rhythm of ad sales, using automation, analytics, and smarter workflows to simplify campaign delivery and access better data across the business. The result? Less time spent on operations, more time connecting brands with the moments and fandoms that matter most. Learn more at accenture.com/Spotify.
When you need to build up your team to handle the growing chaos at work, use Indeed Sponsored Jobs. It gives your job post the boost it needs to be seen and helps reach people with the right skills, certifications, and more. Spend less time searching and more time actually interviewing candidates who check all your boxes. Listeners of this show will get a $75 sponsored job credit at Indeed.com/podcast. That's Indeed.com/podcast. Terms and conditions apply. Need a hiring hero? This is a job for Indeed Sponsored Jobs.
This podcast is part of the Robots Radio Rocket Club, a program designed to help all podcasts reach their full potential. For information about joining the Robots Radio Rocket Club, check out robotsradio.net.
Welcome to the Final Fantasy Lorecast, a podcast dedicated to the history and lore of the Final Fantasy series. Join us as we take a deep dive into the different worlds, characters, and so much more. Welcome back, Warriors of Light, to another episode of the Final Fantasy Lorecast. I am one of your hosts, Ben of Temeria, followed by my two awesome friends and co-hosts, Steven.
Yo.
And Trey.
Hello.
And this week, we are finally on our final part for going over the locations of Final Fantasy VII, which, I mean, let's all be honest, it was going to come down to a multi-parter episode for 7 because how memorable the game has been for not only us, but for the entire Final Fantasy community. And the game has been, you know, not just one game, it's been multiple games.
3 games, even. So if it's good enough for Square Enix, I say it's good enough for the Final Fantasy Lorecast.
Well, it's actually technically more than
There's
3.
Like 8 of them.
There's like more than 3. There's
well, I mean, the
7.
new remake. You've got the 7 remake. You know, they broke the new story down into 3 parts. So
yeah, but you also have
3 parts.
You have the original game, Dirge Cerberus.
I'm
Crisis
trying
Core.
to make it cool and symmetrical with the game, and you guys are like, well, actually, all right, Oscar from The Office, actually me away.
Right. Actually, it's this. 9 games in a movie. Yes, Purple Archer. Yes, it is 9 games in a movie. 7 has a lot. There's a lot in 7.
6 seasons in a movie.
Yes. Advent Children is awesome. Just saying. But anyway, let's get right into the last continent that we are going to be going over, which is the Northern Continent, which is, you know, if you played Rebirth, if you finished Rebirth, you might know where the series will be going next. Or if you play the original game. So, first off, in the Icicle area of the Northern Continent, we have the Bone Village, which is in the 7 series, is a famous archaeological dig site on the way to the Sleeping Forest, and eventually the City of the Ancients. The site is used for digging up a number of rare items in the game.
I was always such a love-hate relationship with that section there because I was like, this is cool, like setting the where you're setting up the bombs and then crossing your fingers that it actually got something good. Like, oh man, nothing again. And it could literally be anywhere in that. It's not a big area, but it's enough to where an enormous pain.
Right.
It was our first introduction to gambling. Like, come on. Yeah, and that, you know, when it hit, man, did that serotonin.
It's the precursor to loot boxes.
Yeah.
So, I was good at... Okay, what? Am I...
Because you had to triangulate where...
Oh, geometry. Okay, I was about to say, it's like, that says geometry. We're doing math?
I forget how it was like something is going on over here, and there was like 3 points, and you had to meet right in the middle of them or something like that.
Oh, okay. I don't know if I did a lot of that when I played through it originally. So next we have the Sleeping Forest, which is in the 7 and 7 Advent Children, which is a cold boreal forest located directly between the Bone Village and the Coral Valley on the way to the City of Ancients. Cloudstrife first witnessed Aerith Gainsborough here during a dream sequence before later visiting her in the Lunar Harp Possessed. Cloud later returned to the forest years later and was visited here by Aerith's spirit.
I don't remember that.
Mm-hmm.
Was that Advent Children?
The Advent Children part where he returns later, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it's one of the best parts of Advent Children, I think, when he comes barreling into the forest to save the kids. He's talking to Aerith in the back, and then like he gets knocked out of that from them shooting at him, and he's got to like steer off. I mean, it's cool. I also enjoyed it in the OG game because it's just kind of eerie looking, and you see her walking off. But I wanted to shout it out for Advent Children. I thought it was a really cool. I thought it looked really cool. I thought they did a good job of incorporating it into the movie, and I thought it really stood out.
Oh, absolutely! Advent Children was phenomenal as a film, and continuation of the story in general. Which I'm curious how they're going to go with the trilogy remake, or the remake trilogy, if they're going to incorporate Advent Children towards like the end at all. Which I'm assuming they would, but...
Well, I'm pretty sure someone's on the record of saying everything leads to Advent Children.
Okay. Gotcha. So next we have the City of the Ancients, also known as the Forgotten Capital or the Forgotten City, which is located in 7 Advent Children, and Rebirth, is a ruined city located in the Coral Valley on the northern continent of the planet. So, anybody who plays Rebirth, spoiler warning.
Save it for
later. Save it for later.
Save it for the end, yeah.
Okay. Hey, I was just making sure. I
No
didn't know what we were doing.
5 minutes in. Yeah, no.
Hey, Emmett, we're like, oh no, we are 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, we'll talk about the end, but yes, that is a very, very key location in the entire of 7. Period.
It looks really cool. I like how it kind of waves around, like the stairs. I like how the stairs are set, and just the buildings there. They look like they're made out of like almost
the original 7, right?
I was gonna say show.
That's well, yes. I'm
Okay.
not talking about Rebirth. I'll leave that for y'all.
That's a whole other story.
No.
The only thing I'm going to say about it on Rebirth is it also looks gorgeous, and obviously you get to be there and see it. But I enjoyed the look of it, but I wish it would have, like Steven said, the OG. It looks almost like seashell houses on the.
Yeah, it looks like it was underwater at one point.
Yeah, and it doesn't quite look that way in Rebirth, but
no,
it's you see plenty of it.
Yeah, and we'll get to that location towards the end of the episode as well. So, next we have the Icicle Inn, also known as Icicle Lounge, which is a town in 7 and before Crisis. It is located in the snowfields of the northern continent of the planet, and in the area referred to by the Cetra as the Nose Pool. Like people who know it all, is what I'm assuming here. Because it's like no knowledge and people like smashed together as it's KNOWLESPOLE nose pole.
So I just assumed that Beyonce was the first person to climb this peak, and they named, because that was her maiden name, I'm pretty sure, Knowles.
I believe you're right.
And I think they just named it after her. Is that not canon?
When does it even say that?
What? God,
I'm making that up. But no, I think it's just Knowles, like her old last name, like Knowles Pole. So like maybe whoever the first adventurer was, maybe it's named after them or whoever founded the place.
Right. No, Purple Archer. No, Beyonce is not canonized in the FF7 universe. No. Oh God. And Riku was googling it. Okay, Riku, let's stop with the whole fourth wall break there. I don't know. Wait, did they do an Ariana Grande collab? They did that? That was a thing?
No. I'm sure they did not. No, they're making fun of you. They're adding on to the
Oh
joke.
my God, Brave Exodus.
I don't know when the
It's the mobile game.
Talk about the Knowles poll.
They're talking about the Brave Exodus, which is the mobile game.
We've been over this. I'm talking about the real
Final Fantasy games, not that one.
Yeah.
So moving on, we do have the Great Glacier, which is located in 7, is a large frozen waste north of the Icicle Inn on the northern continent. The glacier is a maze of wilderness trails around several landmarks such as trees, icy water, and caves. Cloudstrife and their party cross the glacier to reach Gaia's Cliff, to later the whirlwind maze of the North Crater, and the last leg of the worldwide pursuit of Sephiroth. And this is also kind of where...
This is where I start hating the game.
Where there's also, it's a very big moment for Cloud once they get to the northern continent, because he starts to go loopy.
Yeah, this is where it starts to lose me. But
it gets real loopy.
Yeah.
And by loopy, he goes nuts.
Yeah. Once you start having to navigate the snow field areas, that's where I'm like, oh, this is just awful.
I mean, let's be honest. Like, any snowfield style terrain in any game sucks.
Yeah, and not being able to tell where you're going is pretty awful.
Yep, exactly.
I did like. I know we're talking about, but I did like how when it was, they had the parts where Cloud was cold and you had to like stop and warm him up. That was a nice mini game for the cold.
You like
area.
that?
Is it nice though? Is it?
Yeah,
I mean,
I enjoyed it.
I have to do that in freaking ESO in some places. This is annoying as hell.
Yeah, it sucks.
Right, but you do it one time in 7. You do it one time to break up the monotony of, as you guys said, just wandering through the snow. It's like, oh, here, do this for a minute. So, like, yeah, I don't look back on it and groan. I look back on it fondly. But again, I'm the positive guy who just can't crap on anything.
But you also have to get there first, and getting just to that part sucks. Having to go through the different, figuring out which area you're in. There's like 6 areas in like the glacial cliff area. I forget we just talked about. Did you never
well, no, you're in Texas, aren't you? Like, I remember going out with my buddies out into the snow and walking on the river that was frozen over, and like my buddy falling in and like his leg going in and it being all like colored nasty once we got back to the house because it was cold for so long. Like, I have fond memories of just wandering in snow, so maybe that's why it doesn't bother me as much.
Steven doesn't have that problem.
No.
That you and me have. We get the crap weather. He gets
it's only been negative when we've had weather like that. Like, the world is coming to an end here.
Pretty much. So next off, we do have Gaia's Cliff, which is an unrevisitable location. So when you get to this location, explore all of it because you won't be going back. From the ground, it seems to be a mountain, but actually is the side of the North Crater, due to its height and location past the frigid waste of the Great Glacier. The cliff is so cold that few can survive the climb up. A large cave system penetrates the cliff, which must be explored to reach the top.
Yeah, this is what we were just talking about. This is where you play that minigame where you have to climb. Yeah. And then as soon as you get to a outcrop, you have to just slam the square button over and over again until you heat up enough to keep going. And
I agree with Riku. The icicles breaking took way too long. They needed to shorten that animation. Yes, I agree. But back then, during the 90s, that they wanted to do animation a lot.
They did.
Everything took a little longer back then.
Oh, absolutely. The processing speed and power they needed. Yeah, it's not like what we have today.
That's why it took 3 discs.
Exactly. That's why that game took 3 discs. Though it could have been worse. It could have been L.A. Noire on the Xbox 360. That one I think was 4 discs, if I recall.
Ugh.
Yeah. It was a 4-disc Rockstar game.
You know what else is 4 discs? Final Fantasy IX.
True that. That is also true.
The next game we're talking about is also 4 discs.
Which I don't know why.
8 was 4?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh.
They really could have condensed the last
I
disc.
thought that one was 3, just like 7 was.
Yeah, there's almost nothing on the last disc of 9.
That's what I thought.
It's like, yeah, it's like
Of 9 or 8?
9.
9. Okay.
9, 8, 7, all of them.
Fair point. So now we have the North Crater, also known as the Northern Cave Crater, which is a location 7 on the northernmost continent of Gaia. The crater was created when the asteroid collided with the planet thousands of years ago. The crater and the planet's subsequent attempt to heal it with spiritual energy are central to the Final Fantasy VII storyline. So,
yeah, it's basically
there you go. It's the whole point of the story.
Reason. Yeah.
The whole reason of the story. Why there's spiritual energy all around the planet and Mako and magic.
It's that first domino.
It's the whole MacGuffin for getting you to fight Sephiroth. That's all it is.
Pretty much. Absolutely.
Do you remember we were talking about disc just now? At what point does it switch to disc 3 on 7? Do you remember?
I thought it was right after the major.
When you open up the northern crater and you can go down in.
Right, and you fall in, yeah.
Because it's the north, like it's also like 8 and 9 where you finally unlock where you can fight the boss, and you can go there if you want, but you can also wrap up all your stuff. For 7, it's the northern crater. For 8, I don't remember where it's at, and for 9, well, you know.
Oh, there's a whole bunch you do after you fall in. We'll talk about it, but there's a lot.
But I mean, it's all.
Sorry,
Go
a few
ahead.
things in chat real quick. Purple Archer, yes, this is, I believe, is one of the stages for Smash Bros. I believe. I'm pretty sure you are right on that. And I don't know Riku. I don't know Midgar is. I know that for a fact. Are you talking about like plot point in the story?
On Super, they're talking about Super Smash Brothers.
Oh, Super Smash. Yes.
I don't remember a bunch of story stuff happening on 9, but we'll get into that.
And Boxer
in 9.
was letting us know, yeah, the North Crater is where you get to the 3rd disc when Cloud and Tifa have their quote-unquote moment.
That's where she shows him her scar.
Yep. And isn't it before Tifa opens the window to show the meteor?
That's for my Rebirth players.
Yes. So, yeah, I mean, where she, shows them the scars in different places depending on what timeline you're in at this point, because we're dealing with different timelines. But, moving on. So what?
I said that was just a joke. That was just a polite way of saying what they actually did.
Right. So next we have the Whirlwind Maze. Located at the bottom of the North Crater is a barren area filled with massive amounts of Mako sent to the planet to heal the wound that is the North Crater. So, that's pretty straightforward. And it's a maze.
Yeah.
As it says.
Every time I've gotten to that point in the game, I'm just blowing through it. I don't care about any of the stuff. I'm like, I
don't
ready
care
to
about the
finish
optional
this
or items that I can find.
Nope, time to just finish this up. Let me just Knights of the Round spam the end of this game.
I don't have the patience for that anymore. Like, I remember doing that whenever I was younger, but the animation just runs too long for me.
Like 10 minutes. It's crazy. And if you do the 4 times.
Yeah, fair. So now we have the Northern Cave, which is also called the Great Cavity, which is the location and the final dungeon in 7. Is situated at the bottom of the North Crater. It takes up much of the northern continent of the planet. Within it is the large cave system connected to the planet's core, where Sephiroth waits and is fought as the game's final boss. So, big dungeon, final dungeon. Hey, this is where we have the final fight.
I definitely sprint through that one as fast as I can.
Just so you can get to the end.
Mm-hmm.
That's fair. That's understandable.
So you know how you get the item that lets you make a save point anywhere down there, and you can pick where your last save point is. So my dumbass, the first time I get it, as soon as I get the item, I used it. So like as soon as you drop down, there was your save point.
Yeah.
And I always have vivid memories of me doing that, saving over my only save because again, I didn't have more than one save back then. I didn't know better. And that was like the first time I was like, God, you're an idiot, Trey. There have been many more times since.
You didn't find out about that until 2 months ago when he was playing He told you to have multiple saves.
Do multiple
Oh,
saves.
no, I had 2 saves on that. But yeah, I should have more than 2. But yeah, ever since then, I've always had 2 saves. But
Riku did. He had the item, but never used it.
So
I would hate myself.
The Cloud and Tifa scene from earlier. Riku also said down in the South, that's what we call she checked him for ticks.
Oh,
on my playthroughs after, I use it in the room where you fight it's like pinkish and you fight the balls that have a whole bunch of AP. I think that's usually where I use it because I go down there to level up my materia.
The thing that looks like pink caviar?
Probably.
Okay.
And then the last location of the Icicle area, we have the Chocobo Sage's House, which is a field map located in the Icicle area and is only reachable by high wind or a green, black, or gold Chocobo. The cabin is not marked on the world map. In it, a Chocobo Sage keeps a green Chocobo in the stable of his cabin, which gives out the enemy skill materia. He sells nuts and greens among them as the rares and most valuable ones, aside from Korob and Zeo nuts.
If you have a lot of time on your hands and feel like doing chocobo breeding. Yeah.
Because chocobos are great. It's Steven's favorite thing of all time. It's his best. That's Steven's best pastime
That's why he hates
activity.
them, because he needed Knights of the Rounds, but he had to do the chocobo racing and chocobo breeding, and he's just like, oh, these goddamn chocobos! Like, just give me the right color. I can hear him getting angry at the RNG at not giving him the right one whenever they hatch or whatever they did.
It could have been
Wait, did I say something funny, Riku? Because I know you commented I'm trying to act as an adult right now.
We're talking about the Tifa thing.
Oh,
we were also talking about pink caviar and all sorts of other potential innuendos.
Fair point. That's a fair point. I was about to say, how's Chocobos funny? But Chocobos are great. No, trade it. Oh, okay. Makes sense. Trey. Okay. Good to know. Good to know. But yeah, Chocobos are great. And that is one summon I'm excited to see in the final game of the trilogy. I will say. Chocobo? No, we already have Fat Chocobo in the first 2 games. No, Knights of the Round Table.
Are we sure we're going to get that? I think it's pretty well. Or if they do, they have to make it. We got to find a way to speed up the animation. Because you used to be able to, I'd set that thing, and then I could literally go make myself lunch and come back, and it would still be going.
Dude, like, the summons in the remake trilogy's not cut. I mean, there's cutscenes when they're summoned and when they do their final attack, but they fight with you.
No. But
I mean, Bahamut Arisen was sick. You can't deny. He was also a pain, same as Odin, but still, they were both epic.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, but even in the original game, like, the animations took all of 5 seconds. And then when you got to Knights of the Round, it was like, all right, well, buckle up because you're going to be watching.
Here's a 2-minute cutscene for their summon.
2 minutes? Oh, you wish.
It was way more than that. It was more than 2 minutes. But yeah, Knights with this round. Yeah, Knights of the Round Table was awesome. I love that summon. It did take forever, just like Steven said, but it was great. It was a great summon.
Yeah, with W summon, that's exactly. You could just sit there. It's like you were watching a movie.
You could go make some pizza rolls.
Yeah.
Hey, pizza rolls are great.
Yeah.
Anyway, but yeah, at this point, let's take a quick mid-break, and we will be right back.
Experience a membership that backs what you're building with American Express Business Platinum. Unlock over $4,000 in business and travel value annually with statement credits on select purchases from brands like Dell, ChatGPT Business, Hilton, and Adobe, and other benefits. American Express Business Platinum. There's nothing like it. Based on total potential value of statement credits on select purchases and other benefits, enrollments required, monthly and other limits and terms apply. Learn more at americanexpress.com/business-platinum.
What if I told you you only have 12 hours to legally have sex?
To finding true love, or just like a good guy.
From the director of Easy A and Anyone But You.
This whole thing is nuts.
There's nothing traditional about this night.
On August 7th, the clock starts on the summer's biggest rom-com.
I'm Owen.
Allie.
What about you and me?
Monica Barbaro, Callum Turner.
I've been told I'm a 7.
By who? Your mom?
Nah, she thinks I'm a 10.
One night only. Rated R. Only in theaters August 7th.
There we go. All right. Welcome to the mid-break of the show. We're talking about everything with the podcast. It has nothing to do with the lore of Final Fantasy. Here, I want to thank all of our patrons. Thank you so much for supporting us. And if you too want to become a patron, you can go to patreon.com/Final Fantasy Lorecast to get ad-free episodes or even join us once a month on the show itself with the topic of your choosing, which our patron episode is next week. So, patrons, figure out what y'all want to talk about, because there's going to be 3 of you with the 3 of us. So we're going to have
if
a
you
party.
want clues, join the Discord, because it sounds like they have a pretty good idea of what they want to talk about.
It's the soundtracks? Because I kept saying soundtrack stuff. Or we're doing...
It might let me yell about 16 for a little bit.
Ooh,
yeah, they just wanted to have me and Steven just go one-on-one with about 16 from what I judged.
Oh, okay. Because
Boom can correct me if I'm wrong, but
you know, yeah, go sign up, go join us. It's a lot of fun. It's awesome. We might change it to be a debate episode, 16 versus 15. Ooh, that would be cool.
Oh, man, you're gonna make me be a hater. You're gonna bring out the hater in me, Purple Archer.
Don't make me argue for 15. I didn't hate it, but come on.
Fair. Anyway, so yeah, you can do that, and you can also support us on Apple and Spotify. We leave a 5-star review on Apple with some words we'll read out loud the next time on the show as a nice Spotify comment, which we have a Spotify comment this week from our good friend Purple Archer from our last week episode, saying Steven was the first to bring up 14 and under a minute in.
It's true.
So, yeah, I mean, he did. That's true.
I brought it up.
I think that's the first time it came up today, though, since the show started, right?
Since the show started, yeah.
Yeah.
Right. So that means Purple Archer was the first person to bring up Final Fantasy 15 on today's episode.
That is true.
So
on the recorded version of this.
There is the wild card coming in. True Charlie energy from It's Always Sunny to continue those references.
Purple Archer's like, no. Yep. You're welcome. Hey, what have I done? You done it. You have done it. You're ending the world. Anyway, I'm kidding. So you can also join us on a few different Discord servers, the Robots Radio Discord at robotsradio.net, as well as my own Discord server, the Ben and Friends Podcasting Discord, which are links provided below in the description. And we are, fun fact, speaking of 14, we are getting more of us getting back into 14. So if you want to join us, you can go to join the Seraph server on Final Fantasy on any of the consoles, and just, message us on Discord, ping us in the Discord on our channel of the free company on my Discord channel, and we can add you in. It's a lot of fun. We're at rank 6 now, so we can own property. Even though property is super expensive in 14.
Well, get after it, man. I joined this so you could buy us a house.
Dude, you know how much gil it takes to buy a house?
No.
First off, there's an actual housing economy. It takes 1 million gil to purchase the land, and then it takes 3 million gil to just purchase a small house.
Yeah, you got it.
I only have like 300K in the freaking guild bank. I need more of y'all to put like the freaking gil into the gil bank. Y'all can deposit gil.
All 4 of us will.
Wait a minute, you guys have 1 million gil?
We could. Yeah, I do. I don't know how, but I do.
Oh, you know what? It's because you joined the Seraph server. That's why. New servers, you get 1 million gil for having a character on it.
Thank God, because that game.
But you have your new
fetch quest.
You created a new.
We're
character.
not talking about 14. We're getting ready to end this mid break, and then we're gonna go back to 7. Purple Archer got us on 14.
Yeah, I know, right? See what you did to us. All right. But yes, go do that. Join our Discords. Join us on FF14. Join us on the show. All great times. But with that being said, let's get back into more 7.
Whether it's a movie night or just midday, Skinny Pop is a salty snack that keeps on giving. Made with just 3 simple ingredients for an irresistibly delicious taste and a large serving size that lasts. Deliciously popped, perfectly salted. Skinny Pop, popular for a reason. Shop Skinny Pop now.
Choice Hotels get you more of what you value. Comfort Inn, it's calling your name. Save on the stay. Oh, and free waffles are yours to claim. Book direct at choicehotels.com.
Well, I will have to thank Boom because he has 6 million gil in his pocket right now. Anyway.
Yeah,
that's
put all
lot.
of it in there so we can buy a medium-sized house.
Just put all in there. Okay. Anyway, so we do have other locations in the 7 series that's not part of the, major continents. So we have the Woodlands area, which has the Temple of the Ancients, which is a location in 7, as well as as the final dungeon in Rebirth, which is a pyramid temple built by the Cedra thousands of years ago to house the black materia, which was to summon the ultimate magic meteor. Within the temple are a number of puzzles, and one must solve to progress further to ultimately attain the black materia, and one can only enter the temple with the keystone. So, yeah.
If only they had Tella with them.
Only if they had what?
Tella with them. They could just learn meteor. So easy.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
He never uses it, though.
Yeah, he does. He does, and he dies right away.
I guess, yeah, he does. I'm more meant, like, you can't use it with him. Like, he learns it, but you don't ever get to use it, which was disappointing.
I know. It caps your MP, so you can't get to that.
What wasn't disappointing, though, was how good they did Temple of the Ancients in Rebirth.
Oh.
Like, I enjoyed it.
It was good.
It was good.
You
didn't like it?
Some of the puzzles. I didn't like the weird gravity stuff they did.
It was definitely more interesting than
the original. Absolutely. No, that's a fact.
Having to flip see which way gravity was going at that point and making sure I'm so OCD about not missing a chest that I was like, this is nightmare.
Specifically, I'm okay missing some chests as long as it's not purple.
Well, yeah, don't miss the purple ones.
Purple chest, always get, because it's a weapon for a character. Mm-hmm. And there's like 6 of them in the temple. Yeah. Which you want to have for, said final part of the game.
Yes, R.I.P. Kate Sith Mach 1.
I just checked I would just rotate it all the way. But I really appreciate how hard it had to be to sit and design that so that way it worked the way the way it all came together, it really did seem on the scale of the Cetra and the Ancients and just how how magnificent the things they were able to do back when they were around. Like it just really kind of set the scale for me. Like Mass Effect, when you find out the relays, like it's just like, wow, who built those type of thing.
Right.
Yeah, it's definitely better than chasing a little purple guy around.
True. So next we do have the Medell area. So we have Medell, which is in 7, which is a hot springs town located in the large island south of the eastern continent. The town is known for being a place where the life stream is close to the surface. Tifa Lockhart and the party come to the town in search of Cloud Strife, who has washed up there after falling into the life stream.
Yes, he becomes Uncle Tuco from Breaking Bad.
Oh my god. Yeah, he kind of does, actually. Holy crap. So that happens. And then next we do have Cloud Subconscious, which is a surreal field map in 7. Visit once in the searching for you of that day. It refers to the inside of Cloud Strife's mind when Tifa Lockhart and Cloud fall into the live stream after the ultimate weapons attack on Medell. Cloud was mentally unstable following the experiments of the Genova Project, and so he descended into his own mind to find himself. Tifa manages to enter his mind thanks to live stream effects. Since it's Cloud's inner world, various versions of himself exist as memories from the past.
Just where the original really started to lose me.
Yeah, because it gets really trippy.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Too much to follow along.
And that is true, Riku. Sid does really shine in Medell.
And see, I enjoyed the memory going back and seeing how things really were. Like, for me, that's where it all starts to come together. Like, that's where you start to understand the puzzle pieces that have been laid out to you.
Right. So, and then now we have the Wutai area, which obviously has Wutai, which is a primary settlement in the nation of Wutai in 7. It is mentioned in Crisis Core, but the village itself has never been visited, although there exists 2 Wutai shops the player can access from the menu. And that's only through Crisis Core with the Wutai shops. That was not a thing in the original 7, if I recall.
Right, you just go to Wutai.
Right. So, but yeah, I mean, that's what we have for all the locations. And last but not least, we actually do have some behind the scenes. So, early concept of the Art of the World map shows the general layout has remained the same for much of the development. Islands notably missing from the concept are Round Island and Cactus Island, while all the Goblin Islands are present in the final game. The former 2 islands do not appear on the player's on-screen map, and the world map at the top of the article has 2 islands added later at an incorrect size as in not their original positions. This could suggest that the islands were added later in development, and their omission from the in-game world map may be due to using old renders.
Yeah, I think it's pretty famously they added a lot of stuff in right at the end, including Zach.
Correct. They added a lot in, and they also took a lot out. Because originally the game was going to be like really massive to where they had to do a lot of content cuts, but then they also had to add in some stuff towards the end of development to make the story make somewhat sense.
You know, it was originally supposed to be like a noir type of game. It's funny you mentioned LA Noire earlier, but it was supposed to be like a gritty underworld,
dark style of world.
Yeah,
that makes sense. And Round Island, by the way, for everybody, that is the island where the round table, summon is. And Cactus Island is, I mean, it just has a cactus. It's a lone cactar in the exclusive encounter. He has a high AP and XP reward for defeating it. That's it.
Yeah.
Because cactars.
Purple Archer said, I like the trippy stuff. It felt like, damn, I got no clue what's happening, but I feel like it's genius. That was me 100%. Like it clued you in a little bit to the puzzle pieces, but unless you already knew the story, it was just, it shined just a little bit of light, but it left more questions than answers. But you knew it was something good. Like you were, again, like I was like you, I was just all in at that point. It was like, okay, I got to dive in and figure out what's going on because I'm lost, but I want to know.
Right. And yes, Purple Archer 7, what I believe was originally planned to be a more modern setting in the pre-development, and then once he got into
New York City,
it was originally going to be New York City, and going into development is like, let's take it further. So the concept has several other points of interest. The names used for Nibelheim and Com are different, both Nibelheim using the standard transliteration of Nibelheim into Japanese, which is, part of Norse mythology, and Com being named Elm. Com also appears closer to Midgard, located south of it. The Woodlands area is connected to the Junon area via land, which can be explained why in the final part of the game of the main Woodlands area island is considered part of the Junon area. The Grasslands area is referred to as the Sleeping Forest, okay, so that's on Japanese, which I'm not even going to try to pronounce. The Sleeping Forest is referred to as the Confusing Forest, which, kind of makes sense. Which is the same name as the Phantom Forest in Final Fantasy VI, the Mithril Mine simply as Cave, the Temple of Ancients as Pyramid, which is the same name in the Pyramid of Moor in Final Fantasy V, the Great Glacier as the Glacier Mountain Range, and the Forgotten City as Ruins.
I mean, to be fair, that's what a lot of them were kind of referred to in some of the earlier games. It was just like, this thing's house.
Here's a ruin, or here's
Yeah.
Just house. You enter house. Yeah. And I was like, okay, cool. So elements of the map that arenn't in the final version of the game include places marked volcanic areas on the island of Wutai and the place marked Art Gallery, where Luceria's Cave is in the final game. Many areas in the final game are not listed, among the most notable being the Chocobo Farm, North Corral, Bone Village, Medell, although the islands it resides on are there. And some of the old names from the locations are evident within the game's file names for the field, with Com area using Elm, Nebel using Nivi, Niv, or NEV, NVL, and the Great Glacier using Hyu, HYOU. Or Hiu, or something like that. And the pre-release screenshots of the game shows an image of the house in the Midgard area that is not there in the final game. The mini-map also appears the number of differences to the final game, with additional dots for the Grasslands area side entrance to the Mithril Mine and Gungaga, but missing dots for Coastal of Sol and Mount Corel.
Well, you can really feel that this was the first game on a new system.
Absolutely.
This is a whole lot of stuff that they were either too ambitious or not ambitious enough with some of it.
Right, exactly. So at this point, we're going to have here is your spoiler warning for Rebirth, for us talking about two specific locations in Rebirth, the Temple of Ancients and the Forgotten Capital. So here's your spoiler warning. So if you haven't finished Rebirth, get out now. So I don't know if anybody in chat has finished Rebirth or not. I know some of you have, some of you haven't. So I just got to Nebel. I know. I'm sorry, Purple Archer. I'm sorry.
Well, if it helps, Purple Archer, I just saw the Discord and realized how Boom just left you hanging. Just absolutely left you hanging. And good luck finishing that tonight. But I wanted to acknowledge that I at least now see that it wasn't your fault.
But that being said,
that's 2 weeks in a row for Boom.
I know, right? Temple of the Ancients. Much different construct of how the temple worked from the original to the remake or Rebirth. So, did you guys like it? Like, I'm my only like thing with the temple was the whole gravity situation. It was like, hey, we were gonna have these gravity puzzles and go walk around trying to find everything.
So were you fine with them until they started incorporating where you could do it like 3 or 4?
Yeah.
When it was just the cycle.
It's like 1 or 2, and I was like, okay, this is fine.
Doing...
But then when it goes 3 or more, I was like, okay, I keep getting confused. Which direction am I on?
See, I enjoyed that part more than I did the interior. The interior, I liked the original a lot more than I liked. Like once you get inside, in Rebirth where you fight the red dragon, or I guess in both games where you fight the red dragon, but I like that walking through the side scrolling in the original. I enjoyed that a lot more.
By the way, the red dragon was a pain. Not gonna lie.
In the original or Rebirth?
No, in Rebirth.
Oh.
Because, hey, we're going to make the entire floor lava. Good luck dodging this, because you can't.
I didn't struggle with that game until the last boss.
Oh, God, the last boss. Don't even get me started on that fight scene.
On anyone but my big 3 for the final fight. And that you used everyone. So, yeah, So I just swapped my materia between the people. And so I had taken almost all of the materia off of the other people whenever I got into that last fight.
Oh, dude, I had materia on every single character. Every single character had a piece of materia.
Yeah.
But I had some rough stretches, but I made it through.
That's fair. But when you get to, the Forgotten Capital, I was actually kind of ticked with this. Because we see it, right? We see it, and it looks gorgeous.
You don't go in.
And you don't even explore it like the original. And I was like, really? This is like one of the peak areas we have in the original game, and you won't even let me explore it?
Yeah, it was awfully rude.
It's like, here's a cutscene.
Yep.
Go straight to the area where you're supposed to go. And it's like, are you serious?
Yeah, you got to do your Kingdom Hearts fight.
Oh my God.
Apparently
that was like 10 stages that was unbearable, and
I'm really glad I haven't played Kingdom Hearts, because I can just enjoy this instead of playing it and being like, God, this is exactly like Kingdom Hearts. Because I've seen that other places too. I've seen people be like, man, this is just a lot of Kingdom Hearts. But someone who didn't know, I just enjoy it. It's been cool.
There's definitely similarities between the two with the final boss and everything. But compared to Kingdom Hearts is a lot easier because you're only using typically 1 or 2 buttons.
No. Well, it depends.
Well, depending on what Kingdom Heart. Depends on what Kingdom Heart game. Let me rephrase that. Kingdom Hearts 3 is super easy.
So is 2.
1 and 2 were depending on if you played the original or if you played the remix. The remixes were harder. Because I played the originals way back in the day, but then I replayed, I don't know, maybe 5-6 years ago. I replayed the mainline games, at least 1, 2, and 3. 1 and 2 I replayed. 1 obviously has its challenges because it was obviously way dated. 2, they made it even harder than the original with the remix, because they added a additional boss before you fight the final boss, which the additional boss was harder than the final boss.
Birth by Sleep was awesome.
And Birth by Sleep was awesome, but it was hard. That is true too.
Indiana Jones,
like Box Girl
rock dodge.
That was great, having to get in between the little cracks. That's when you're chasing the purple guy. Yeah. I enjoyed that. See, I liked a lot more of that. Whereas the Rebirth was very pretty. It was a very pretty game in that section, but I did kind of like I don't know, I guess I'm just a sucker for
the awe factor was taken away.
In what?
In Rebirth. For the Forgotten City, it's this looks awesome, and you just
it's talking about Temple of the Ancients.
Oh, Temple of the Ancients. Okay, yeah, that was cool because you explore the Temple of the Ancients.
It was cool, but I liked I kind of liked it where you had to do the little clock and you had to go to different
Oh,
areas.
different parts in time? Or,
Yeah.
between the two different parties. That was cool. I did like that.
Mm-hmm.
So,
but
that's all I have to say.
I do wish they would have incorporated the clock.
Yeah. And we didn't fight Wall, what is it? Demon Wall. We didn't fight.
Did you fight something that's like Demon Wall right after the Red Dragon?
Yeah, no, in Rebirth you do.
You do?
Yeah, we fight 2.
Yeah, because you get the one that comes.
They're trying to crush you.
Yeah, but they were easy in Rebirth. In the original, that was like pull your hair out the first time you played it. They was so hard.
I mean, you did all the side stuff though, right?
Yeah.
Right. So we were over. It was super easy for me too, but like we were over leveled as shit by the end of it. Like I didn't have, like I said, I fought the last boss without materia on over half the characters, and I still barely struggled with it. I only had one spot where I had to revive somebody. It's just like nice. I felt halfway through that game, I was leveled up enough that I didn't have problems with anything.
No, I didn't.
Oh, the final fight. Oh,
final fight was just obnoxious.
It was obnoxious and giving me a hard time.
Yeah. It was like,
I really like having to use everyone.
Oh no, it was cool.
I hope they keep doing that.
I love
because
the
everyone
sequences.
feels so different.
Yeah,
oh, absolutely.
I was talking about the Sephiroth fight, not the big group fight.
Oh yeah, not the Genova fight, but the Sephiroth fight. Okay.
Yeah, the Genova fight was just annoying because there was so many points where I wasn't doing any damage to it, and I was like, "What am I
playing on normal?" Right. Boom.
I did.
Yeah, I was playing on normal, and I was having difficult. What did you?
I got all the stuff. I got to Dimensions Island, but I didn't. I got to that first
me and
section,
Steve are in the same boat. We did all the stuff, all the quests to get the stuff to get to Gilgamesh Island. But when I went into, hey, here, put these 2 summon materials in here and this pistol to, reshine his armor. So I did that, and I was like, okay, cool. What do I have to do? Oh no, you have to fight those summons at the same time. Yeah. Oh, by the way, the ones I picked were Titan and Bahamut. And I was like, yep, nope, I'm done. I'm going to finish the game and not even do this.
I didn't even get that far with it. I just ended up... I don't remember how far I got with it, but I ended up just running through to the end.
I was pissed that I wasted all that time doing all the proto-relic stuff just to get that. I'm like, well, I'm not grinding. I'm at like level 50 something right now. I'm not grinding up to level 70 just to do this.
Yeah,
out of your mind.
No, I'm good. But dynamic, the end. Yes, the end boss fight's awesome, but it was brutal. Like specifically, Sephiroth was brutal. It's like, really? Why do I have to do 10? Like you had 5 stages with Genova, let alone 8 effing stages with Sephiroth.
I'm kicking his ass the whole time, and at the very end, he does that move that puts you down to 1 HP and then immediately attacks you right after before you can heal. I'm like, well, what are we doing here?
So you're talking about the Gilgamesh fights, Box Girl, that you loved, because you seem to have pretty good opinions. I don't know if anyone's watched How I Met Your Mother, but you have the Lily stamp of approval. So I might have to go do the Gilgamesh stuff just to give it a shot.
I mean, you literally have to grind up to at least level 70 before you even have a chance.
I'm not even going to try. Now, you can do it in the 50s.
I plan on playing... I'm doing remake on hard difficulty now. I think Boom said it's called dynamic.
Oh, okay.
Dynamic difficulty. So I'm going to run through it again on dynamic difficulty. And when I do that, Boom says he beat it at 61. Box Girl got it at 59. So if I can get to 59, I'll at least give it a shot and I can see what the fights are about. So
I'm not
put that on my to-do list.
I'm going to just continue playing other games.
And I'll tell you guys all about it.
That's perfectly fine. I'm good with that.
Fine,
so we're good.
I've beat Gilgamesh in plenty of other Final Fantasy games.
Right.
I can just let this one go. You do need to That's correct.
I know.
Thank you, Boom.
Yeah, that's fair. That's true. That's another one I had to do. Anyway, but that's what all I have for this week. Next week we do have our patrons, so patrons, think of a awesome topic to go over. Yes, I know I need to beat 16 too. I'm in the middle of 16 currently, actually. So
we'll get ready because we're going to talk about it next week, possibly.
Yeah,
so,
I don't know if I'll be able to beat it by then. So
we're going to spoiler you.
That's fine. I'm okay with spoilers. I mean, it's already been out for almost a year now, so
nothing crazy happens. You'll be fine.
Yeah, so I'm good. Like the 7 stuff, obviously I beat, but all the other games, I mean, they've been out for so long already that I'm okay being spoiled.
That's true. Have you beat 12 yet?
I played a little bit a couple years ago, but I never finished it.
You need to play 12. We were just talking about that in the Discord. I think it was yesterday, about how similar 12 and 14 are. Like 14's pretty much took a lot of stuff from 12.
Well, I mean, Yoshi P does take a lot of different aspects of other Final Fantasies.
He does.
So,
yeah, the fighting style feels like 12 polished.
Oh,
yeah.
All right. Interesting. Well, do you guys have anything else to add or any final thoughts on this week's episode before we end the show?
Really excited about Wutai in the next game because apparently it's going to be a big focus. So,
right.
I'm excited to see what they do with it.
Fun fact, I did find out the final game will not be called Reunion because they used the slogan for Crisis Core.
Oh, they did.
So they won't be able to. They're not going to be able to use Reunion. So they're going to have to come up with some other tagline for the final game, unless they do Reunion somehow. But with them being associated, Reunion being associated with the final Crisis Core, I don't know.
Honestly, I've never associated Reunion with Crisis Core.
Well, it's with the remake of Crisis Core. That's why. So
that'll be fine.
I think
Crisis Core.
Yeah, I think they could get away with calling it Reunion, and no one would blink an eye.
I mean,
I'm holding out hope,
right.
man.
You're probably right.
You can speak facts to me all day long, but what are facts compared to my feelings?
The truth. Anyway, that's all we had for this week. So, thank you for listening to the Final Fantasy Lorecast, and may the crystals guide you. Thank you for listening to the Final Fantasy Lorecast. You can find us on the Robots Radio Discord at robotsradio.net. You can find us on Twitter at FFLorecast, and you can email us at fflorecast@gmail.com.